our ammunition practically exhausted. Then Colonel Jothergill told us the worst of it. Stiff upper lip, he muttered. You'll have to face it, chaps. There was no more tea. They'd pay dearly for this. We'd sell our lives at a fearful price. How to stop them? How to get out of it? How?
How?
How? There was no more time. We could hear their frightful howls. There they were, storming the fort, hacking at us, screaming, spearing, slashing, breaking the British square. 3 against 1,000. 3, mind you. Oh.
You're wonderful.
There I was, with a spear right through my body.
Didn't it hurt?
Only when I laughed. I drew the spear and started to hack away. Colonel Jothergill, who was a hacking way to the right of me, was hacked down. Ha! Now I really got angry. I drew my cutlass, started to hew my way through them, slashing, heads, arms, legs, bodies. Oh! There I was, drenched with blood. Blood. Drenched with blood, mind you. Blood. Well, Mr. Belknap. Poor chap. Couldn't stand a gaudy story. Well, excuse me, I always take a nap before going to bed. If you'll just...
But your lordship, what happened? How did it end?
Oh, the encounter. Well, we finally put them to rout, but we all agreed they were 3 of the toughest rascals we'd ever fought. Well, good night. Good night, then. Good. What a performance. Enter then.
Humphrey, get out of that bed and make tracks for the Yellow Dog Saloon. Them 2 varmints, Pa and Aggie's headed over there in buckskins. It's a revolt.
Ah, but Effie, one does not disturb an earl this early, and the earl is feeling very earlish this morning.
Humphrey, in the Morning Chronicle, you may be an earl. And in front of my friends, you may be an earl. But every payday, you're Humphrey, the butler. And your job is Pa and Aggie.
Oh, but Mrs. Flower,
Humphrey?
Yes, Mum? Yes, Mum. Now, where's my hat?
Wore a high silk hat and a long tail coat. I look just like old Erie's goat. Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay.
It's bacon and beans most every day. I'd as soon be eating some prairie hay.
Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay.
My foot in the stirrup, rope by my side. Show me a horse that I can ride.
Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Sing it high, yippee, yippee, yay.
Yikes, ah, look who's here.
Hey? Oh. Boys, meet our boarder, the Earl of Beerstein.
Oh, I'm begging your pardon, sir, the Earl of Brinstead.
What's the difference? Come on, boys, let's have a beer.
The maid has requested that you both return to the manor.
What's wrong with our manners here?
Why, I shall personally escort you both home, Mum.
Oh, relax, Earl. Come on, let's talk it over. You gotta wet our whistles first, you know. Let's have a beer here.
I'd like to stay, but we really should be going.
No.
You know the manor.
Oh, I sure do, Humphrey. I sure do. The question is, will she be madder at me and Aggie because we lit out this morning if we come home sober? Or will she get so mad if we come home with beer on our breath that she'll forget how we lit out? Let's have a few beers and try to do too late. Oh, never mind. Sam, come on, Sam. Hurry up with that beer.
By Jove, they're alive. Jolly? Sorry. Yo.
Here you are, Earl.
Oh, Joe? Sorry.
Get cart. Hey! Fancy pants,
You're a pussyfootin' critter. When you see a gal, you skitter. Hey, you! Fancy pants. Oh, you dropped your pretty hanky. Mama's gonna spank ye. Hey! Pomeroy! Women who crave men wanna love cavemen. Say, angel boy, show some grit. That's what you gotta get. Hey! Fancy pants. You're a highfalutin' geezer, afraid to take a gal and squeeze her. Hey, you! Fancy pants. Run to mama for protection. How's your stamp collection? Hey! Panty waist. Lookin' at us and stompin' and cussin'. What you scared about? Take a chance. If you're rootin' and tootin', folks will quit a hootin'. There goes fancy pants.
Fonts and fonts. Chaser. Mind you, my throat was only slightly cut from ear to ear, but I had to hold my head with one hand because the tissue was broken. I felt if I could only get back to the base, I could recover in a fortnight. 5 days, you know. Then it happened.
What?
In all Africa, I've never come across a more ferocious beast. There it stood in the pitch-black night. Its immense size completely dwarfing the elephant I was riding.
How could you tell how big it was in the dark?
Oh, the dark night made his white coat stand out. You see, when you... Hello, Mr. Belknap. Well, it's crumpet time. I must be jogging along.
No, Earl. I'd like to hear the rest of this story.
Oh, you better be careful, old chap. This is pretty gruesome, and you know what happened to you last night.
Maybe this time I can take it.
Well, if you want to risk it. Now, where was I?
You were looking at that great big animal in the dark.
I was? Oh, I was. Yes. Well, its white coat stood out. Largest polar bear I've ever seen. Must have been...
Polar bears don't belong in Africa.
That's what I kept telling him. Well, he kept coming towards me. I kept retreating step by step.
What happened to that big elephant you were riding?
I sent him for help. I think. Yes. Well, there he was. I stood there alone, unarmed, except for a spear that an unfriendly native had left lodged in my chest.
But it only hurts you when you laugh.
Yes. I withdrew the spear, staggered back, weak from the loss of blood. I was all blood, dripping with blood. Even the bear was bloody. Oh, aren't you feeling a little faint? No. Did I tell you the ground was covered with blood? I said that. Well, it's crumpet time. I better be jogging a...
You know what I would have done to that big old bear?
Well,
I'd have just twisted his neck like this.
Wait a minute.